excited. Our audience gets smaller and smaller every year. No, thank you all for coming out. This is fantastic. Just to see a people, this is great. This is the 32nd Boston Tuba Christmas, and it's the 44th Tuba Christmas, year of Tuba Christmases, which started in New York City back in 1974. Let me tell you just a little bit about Tuba Christmas. We have a little bit of a, kind of a release. So Harvey Phillips, who was a famous tuba player, was inspired to create Tuba Christmas as an annual event to honor his teacher, the late great William J. Bell, who was born on Christmas Day in 1902. And through Bell to recognize the legacy of all artists and teachers of the tuba family of instruments. Tuba Christmas performances feature traditional Christmas music especially arranged for the first Tuba Christmas, December 22nd, 1974, in New York City's Rockefeller Center ice skating rink. By American composer Alec Wilder, he passed away on Christmas Eve in 1980. Through Wilder, grateful tribute is paid to composers who have embraced these noble instruments with their solo and ensemble compositions. Every Christmas season, players of all ages gather to pay respect to their heritage. The warm and rich organ-like sound of the Mass Tuba Euphonium Choir has won the ears and hearts of every audience. That means you have to be enthusiastic today. Yeah. It is therefore no wonder that Tuba Christmas has become an established Christmas tradition in cities throughout the world. So there's over 300 of these types of events around the world now. And New York City sometimes gets anywhere from like 300 to 800 tuba players. It's pretty crazy. They're on December 15th. If you're heading through New York City, stop by. They're at Rockefeller Center in the skating rink. So we're going to continue our program, and as we go through the program, we're going to give you little tidbits about the ensemble, the different types of tubas that we have, and little bits of information about various things you'll see as we go. This next one, I'm sure you know, is called God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Football field, a lot of different places like that, but you don't really know that they come in all different shapes and sizes, and everybody here is actually part of the tuba family. So first thing, they come in different keys, and let's talk about the low tubas. So how many B-flat tubas do we have? B-flat tubas are the lowest of all the instruments that we have here today. The funny thing is, if you look at like French horns and trumpets and trombones, most of them have almost the exact same look. There's some little minor differences. But tubas and the tuba family of instruments comes in so many different shapes and sizes based on the manufacturer. The next ones are C tubas, which are a step higher, but they're still low. They're called contrabass tubas. Contrabass tubas. C tubas and B-flat tubas are called contrabass tubas. Nice. Next one. F tubas. Do we have any F tubas? No F tubas. Well, that's a higher pitched one. How about an E flat tuba?
All right, flat tubas.
Hold them up high. Hold them up high. There was more this morning I saw. Yeah, E flat. Oh, they're all sitting on the side. So that gets a little bit higher. And then we have things called euphoniums. How about the euphoniums? Hold their instruments up. Excellent. How about baritones? Nice. You know, the interesting thing is that when people start out on the instrument and they want to play euphonium or baritone, the music usually says baritone at the top. And the music looks the same, but the euphonium and the baritone are slightly different in tone color. So they have a different role, and a lot of times euphonium players will be playing music that says baritone. So there's some confusion of what they're actually called. But talk to a euphonium or baritone player about it, and they'll talk to you for about a day and a half about what the difference is. How about tenor horns? These get a little bit smaller than the baritones and the euphoniums. Nice. Let's see, a double bell euphonium. Look at that. John, I got to ask you to play something on it so you can demonstrate the two bells. So basically these things were like garden hoses. They're made up of a whole bunch of tubing, and John puts a button down at one point and it makes the air go through a different set of tubing to go to the other bell. And they have, since one's bigger than the other, it kind of makes a different sound. One's a little bit smaller and one's a little bit bigger. We also have a helicon in the back there somewhere. Nice. And the helicon's cool because it's an instrument that the sound goes out to the side. There's also another one that's a rare instrument called a rain catcher. Where's the rain catcher? Right there in the middle. And the sound is going up. So this guy named John Philip Sousa came along and said, you know what, I want the sound to project forward so people can hear it a little bit easier. So where are the Sousa phones? And we've got a very unique sousaphone that I got to point out. It's got two bells on it. I told him I'm going home with it. I want that instrument when we get done here. It's not quite the same thing. There's two bells attached, but it doesn't actually make two different sounds, right? Right. So, can you play just something? So it's like, so the sound basically, nice job. The sound basically goes out the two bells, but it doesn't change very much. It's more of an aesthetic kind of thing, so just for a unique instrument. Do I have any other kind of special instruments here today that I missed? I think we covered them all. That's the tuba family of instruments, all the different sizes. Yeah, let's go tell it on the mountain. One of the things that we also do is we try to figure out, there's a lot of players that will go from one Tuba Christmas to another. They like to travel. They're almost like Grateful Dead fans, that they go to like multiple concerts all the time. So we try to figure out where our farthest person came from. And you know, the first thing I start with, we rehearsed in Medford before this, so I asked if anybody was from Somerville, and I actually did have a couple hands. But our farthest this year came from Sarasota, Florida. Where is that person? Stand up and wave a lot. Hold your instrument. Sarasota, Florida. We've had England, we've had Los Angeles, we've had lots of far off places. But Sarasota, Florida is our farthest this year. I'm not. know, the cool thing about this group is that I never know how many people we're going to have each year because we register in the morning at 9 o'clock till 10, and then we rehearse from 10 to 12, and then we come down here and we do the concert. So it's one rehearsal. We don't know how many players we're going to have, and it's great. This year, and it's funny because I was involved for 2 years as a guest conductor, and then I've been running this myself for 10 years now. And our oldest member is 82 years old. Let's deck the hall. I don't hear any of you guys singing. I hear nobody singing here. I hear great musicians here. There's great musicians out here too. We're going to do this again from the top. We'll go the second time through, and I want all of you to be singing. You know the words of this one, you know? All right, here we go. going to take just a 2-minute break just to get the horns off our faces and stand up and stretch for a second. So bear with us. Carol of the Bells. How many teachers do we have in our group today? Please stand up. You know, one of the things that's very important in music programs is various states have things called districts and all-state and that kind of stuff. And I remember doing this when I went through high school in Pennsylvania. And recently there were district auditions. And what it does is that basically a music program has to cater to everybody in the program. And of course there are some people that are very excited about music and there's some people that are not as excited about music. So it gives students an opportunity to audition for a group of students that have more serious people in it. And the level's a little bit higher because of that. And so recently, like last week or so, I think, a week or two ago, they had district auditions, and some people in our group just made it to district festivals, which band, orchestra, chorus, that kind of thing, and jazz band. How many here have made district this year? Stand up. Stand up. Congratulations. Now, out of those people, If you score in the higher part of your section, now whether it's tuba or clarinet or that kind of thing, they decide each year where the cutoff is going to be point-wise based on needs and how well everybody plays. So some of those people are given what they call an all-state recommendation. What that means is they learn another solo, a piece of music, and they are given permission to audition for All-State a little bit later on to see if they make it to the All-State Festival in band or orchestra or jazz band or chorus. How many people here got All-State recommendations out of those district people? How about even a bigger round of applause for those students that just accomplished those great things? And how about another round of applause for those teachers that are here as well? Next one is Oh Christmas Tree. Now, if you don't know the words, because you should be singing along, and I'm sure every single one of you has been singing along with everything, right? If you don't know the words, you can do like they do on, I don't know if you ever watch Family Guy, where he goes, oh Christmas tree, 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 oh Christmas tree. I can't even sing. So that's what you got to do. So just sing and whatever comes out, but let's get in the spirit and let's sing this one. Oh Christmas tree. Let everybody see it. All right, so let's see, how do we do this? So everybody can sit down, and I'm going to have, out of the euphonium section, over on this side, euphoniums, baritones, you guys all stand up and show your instruments again so they can focus on you. Nice. Wow. So, how many are there? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys were there. I go over here. Sit down. It's not your turn yet. All right, so, sorry. Over on this, I get carried away. I told them earlier in the rehearsal, when you get a microphone, you turn into a different person. It's weird. So on this side, let's have those people stand up again. And I'm going to go right here in the front, this euphonium. Round of applause. What do you think? All right. Nice. How about the chimney over there with Santa? This could be quicker than I thought. You're out. Sorry. In the back. How about that euphonium? Nice. Nice. How about the euphonium next to you? No? No. Yeah. Got you. You. Yep. Cool. How about you? All right. All right. Do me a favor. We all know what's going to happen right now. So let's give them, the three of them, a round of applause. How about the chimney with the Santa Claus? All right, we've narrowed down that section. Now, over here, now it's your turn. You guys stand up. Everybody from the aisle over, if you've decorated your instrument, stand up. Okay, so we got a Santa Claus in the back. You know, I think that you didn't get as much applause just because they were surprised that I pointed to the back first. So what do you guys think of that? The Santa Claus in the back. Then we got a euphonium with a scarf on it. Is your family back here? Because you got a big fan club. All right, let's see. And then we got the Christmas trees over here on the right. And we've got a tuba in the back. Yep, right there by the door. Stand up with your horn. Stand up. Yep. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. So, we've got the Christmas trees. We've got the tuba in the back. Nice. And then, you guys sat down. I don't know where you are. Oh, Santa Claus. The scarf. I'm telling you, you paid these people behind me because it's just a scarf. That's it. Sit down, scarf. No, it's nice. It's a beautiful scarf. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. All right, so I told you, different person when you get a microphone. So we got the trees again. We got the Santa Claus. We got the scarf. We got the tuba in the back. And we got the chimney with the Santa Claus. All right, that was easy. You guys are all out. Thanks for playing. Tell them what he won, Bob. All right, so in the back now, we've got some sousaphones, it looks like. And I do see some tubas, so don't worry, I'll get to you yet. Sousaphones, hold your instruments high. All right. So, we've got a white sousaphone to the right. And then we got one in the back. There's a red bow in the bell. Then we've got one right in front of him. The young lady has one. That's a lot of decoration. Then to her right, my left, there's another sousaphone. Okay. Starting again. Sousaphone on the right. My right, sorry. sousaphone in the back, sousaphone in the front, and then the next sousaphone there. All right, so, and then we got the Santa coming out of the chimney. All right, we're not done yet. The sousaphone in the front, you've had a good response. Let's hear applause for her. And then the Santa coming out of the chimney. Sorry. All right, tubas in the back. We have some people that have decorated their instruments. See one there? Stand up, please. Nice. I got to say along the way, I know I'm joking around, but everybody did an awesome job on the horns. This is fantastic. So, okay, so we've got 1, 2, any more? Oh, a couple more popping up now. We got one over there, one back there. Okay, so the one in the front, on the left side, red and white hat. Okay, you like it? Is this all right? And then there's a tuba in the back there. Yep, so who's talking to somebody else and not paying attention? Quick, can you hold that up, please? That's nice. Yeah, cool. That tuba over here. That's nice. Where's the next one? There was another one over here. Yep, one back there. Nice. Cool. And is there one more in the middle? No? Yeah, he's got a little bit on his belt. Yeah, cool. Cool. All right. And then there's the Santa coming out of the chimney. So, what do you guys think? Who did I miss? Anybody I missed? Okay, so everybody that decorated their horn, stand up, except for the Santa with the chimney. Everybody, show your horn again. Show your instrument again. Nice big round of applause. So that's the overall, yeah, nice job. And then there's the Santa coming out of the chimney. Nice job. I think we have a winner. Santa coming out of the chimney. Yeah. All right. At the end of the performance, come up here and talk to this nice lady, and she'll talk to you about a prize. We have a prize. We're not going to tell you what it is. No, really, we're not. All right, angels we have heard on high. But Noel first.
Can you wait 5 minutes? Okay, wait 5 minutes.
always helps when a whole line of music has one word that you have to remember, huh? How about another hand for the Santa Claus coming out of the chimney? Well, you know, they say all good things have to come to an end, and we really, really, really appreciate all of you coming out today. I'm sure some of you are doing your holiday shopping, and I encourage you to keep doing that after this. I'm seriously, I've been in Boston for about 25 years now, and Faneuil Hall has some amazing shops down here. So check things out, especially if you're from out of town and you haven't been down here very much. There's some really good stuff. There's a bunch of thank yous I want to make, so if you could hold your applause to the very end, I'd really appreciate it. First of all, Ed Hurley and Faneuil Hall Marketplace I really, really appreciate that they've worked all this out for us to have this year again. This is, I believe, our 30th year. It's been since like 1986 that they've had it here, so it's been quite a while. Also, I met Christina right before we started, but I didn't get her last name, so thank you, Christina. The Medford Council on Aging and Pam Kelly, the director, she worked it out for us to rehearse there this year. We want to thank them. Betsy Peshes from St. Joseph's in Medford. We were having some trouble with securing a rehearsal location due to some double booking, and she was actually going to work things out at St. Joseph's for us as well. So I want to thank her for all the work she did for us. My lovely wife over here, Sanai Kanda, for all the work she's done beforehand and then also today. And then two really awesome helpers that we had as well with registration and our merchandise, the hats and stuff, scarf and music. Matt Johnson and Mary Lou Christensen. If you give all of them a real big round of applause, I'd appreciate it. This is from all of us to all of you. We didn't all start at the same time. We have trouble with the speaker here, so this bro can't see me. So let's try that one more time, all right? Well, they had one rehearsal. They did pretty good today, huh? I know you're anxious to get shopping, but do you have time for one more? Yeah? Because we got one more that they really want to play for you. So I'm sure you guys will recognize this next one. Give them a second to set their music up. Thank you so much for coming out today, and enjoy the day. And Merry Tuba Christmas. Thank you and Merry Tuba Christmas.